Hey, welcome to Joanna's Journals and Things. I'm Joanna. Today I'm going to be making a mixed media, or sorta mixed media, card for my pastor's wife. Now, let's get crafty. Alright, so I'm going to be making a kind of a mixed media farmhouse card for my friend. And I've got this thick piece of cardboard right here, and this is going to be my base. And I'm just going to take this because one side is frayed already. Well, before I do that, let me see if this will fit in my corner punch here. It probably would have before I messed with it. I'm going to punch my corners just to make it look better. That's all. Woo, I should not have, I didn't fluff this side, y'all. It was like that to begin with. I don't know where this paper come from, honestly. But it's working. I got my punch from Hobby Lobby, just so you know that. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go around each of these edges, and this is just this is a thread cutter. I got it from Walmart. I'm not going to worry about this one because it's already tore up, right? Right. If you don't want to distress, well, you wouldn't be making a mixed media card if you didn't want to distress it, right? This is like homemade paper, is what this is. And this is a little grungy for me. So I'm going to tear this side. Well, I was going to try to. I might do it after I'm going to give this and my paper. I think these are the only two paper. No, this one. I'm going to coffee stain. This is just my coffee stain. It's not real dark. I'm just going to spray it on. And grunge these papers up a little bit. I don't know if it did anything to that one. I know it did to that one. It smells good because it's coffee. Okay, I'm going to dry these and I'll be right back. So I've got my papers the way I want them. This one did not take, so it's just got spots on it, which I think is really cool. But anyways, I need to spot this more up, and I'll do that in a minute. But I just wanted to show you that my papers did wrinkle. So I'm going to have to iron it, y'all. So I got my iron on. It's not real hot just yet, but all you got to do is go over it with an iron. This is my little mini heat press. And iron those curves, bumps, whatever, right on out. I don't want nothing on this paper because I'm going to be making an insert. You'll see. You'll see. But anyway, I'm just ironing out my paper here. And it'll also help dry any. I dried it with a heat gun, but if the heat gun didn't dry a spot, this is just a dry iron and it will dry it right on out for you. Yep, sure will. So anyway, we may use this a little bit later. I don't know. But let me put my spots on this and dry it. I just wanted to show y'all that I was going to iron my paper. That is all. Now, I did not like how this side was all scratched up, but this one was looking good. So, I'm taking this while it's a little bit damp still, and I'm just smearing all this up, right? Just grunging it right back up again, because that's how I wanted it to begin with. So now it matches, right? Right. We don't want no wonky card now, do we? Because I'm known for being wonky in the first place. So now I'm going to take walnut stain. No, I'm going to take vintage photo. And I'm going to go around my edges. See the difference in that? It's so pretty. So I'm just going to go around my edges, and I'm going to do this on the front and the back because you're going to see the back, right? Yeah. So we're just grunging this thing on up. Now trust me, she likes grungy. I made a mixed media card for a friend, and she said that she loved it. It was beautiful. I'm getting paper on my ink pad. And she absolutely loves pigs, cows, and all that, but I had a good saying for the pig, so that's why we're doing the pig. I get her mainly pig stuff when I go to Hobby Lobby and see it on sale. I get cows for my daughter and pigs for my pastor's wife, because she loves them. Whew, that made a mess, y'all. Made a mess. Okay. This is a little warpy. It's okay. When we get it together, we're going to be all right. Okay, so this is going to be pocket, okay? But we need to reinforce this pocket. But it's got to come over just a little. So I'm going to mark it where I want it to come over. You know, you got to glue your pocket down. So that's pretty even right there, I think. I don't know. It's where I cut it off, you know. So I'm going to... Where's my pencil? Right here's one. I'm going to mark right here because, you know, I want to see some of the edge here. So I'm going to go right there, and then I'm going to have to fold up a piece. And this is going to glue it down. So now to make my marks, I'm going to take my scoreboard right here. And y'all know I do not measure. So I'm just going to line this up with the top here. Okay. And I know there's a line going right here. Let me scoot it over. There'll be one right there. So I'm going to take my pink tool because I don't like this one. And I'm just going to go down and give that a good score right there. Now, I can't push too hard because this is just thin paper. So I'm going to put this back up here. No, I got to flip it around. No, I got to flip it around. Because I can't. I got to go this way. So it's in a space right there. So I'm going to go right here. And yeah, this is bigger on one side than it is the other. It's okay. It's not going to stress me out none. Okay. And then I'm going to go right here. Just as long as this is straight. This should all be straight, Lord willing. Woo, I'm not the queen of straight neither. I'm just telling you. So then all I got to do is crease it on this. And then we'll crease it on this side. And then we will, let me see, let's fold it up right here. And to keep this from being all bulky and everything, I'm going to open this up. And I am going to snip right where my lines went. And cut these corners out. So that everything folds up nicely. Alright. That's going to be not perfect. Now... well, we're working on it, y'all. I can't cut straight neither. I'll tell you that right now. Even if I do got lines. Oh yeah, that's funny. Okay, so this is gonna go right here. Maybe up a little piece. That's gonna go on right there. Okay, so we need to reinforce this because this is kind of thin paper. So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna measure this out on this board right here. Well, this paper's not straight. That's wonderful. Well, one of the papers ain't straight. One of the papers ain't straight. So I'm just going to mark it. And I'm going to mark it. And then I'm going to mark it down here. Okay. So I'm going to cut this now. But I'm going to cut it in just a hair. Because, you know, we went on the outside and we got our lines there. So I'm going to go inside that just a hair. Okay. Just a hair. Why did I cut that? Oh. Okay, and then this mark. This should do it, y'all. I second guess myself all the time. Just because that's what I do. So now this should fit in here. Is it going to fit in here or do I need to trim it up some? I need to cut it off just a hair. This way. Let me make sure that's straight. It is. So it's not going to take much. Just a little piece like that right there. All right. So that's stable. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some Barely Art Precision glue. And I'm going to go across this whole thing right here. I cannot stay on the edge. If I had to save my life doing it, I could not stay on the edge, y'all. Alright, now I'm going to smack this down on here. Alright. Good deal. Now, all I got to do is figure out which side I want. Which side do you want? I want this side. Now I'm going to put a spot of glue here. And a spot of glue right there. But I'm not gluing it together, right? No, I'm not. Not to the cardboard. I'm not gluing this to the cardboard because you got to have a pocket. So I'm going to take and go up like this. Go around like this. I don't want a lot of glue. I want it more towards the edge than in the inside. Let me smooth this out a little bit. And I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put it down straight. Y'all believe that? No, it ain't going to be straight. Oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to take my favorite dotting stamp, okay? And I'm going to get the walnut stain. And I'm going to start stamping some dots on here. Just to give it some character. Because that just makes me happy. Oh, I'm on the side with no dots. That's why I'm wondering, where are the dots at? Well, when you get the side with no dots, you don't have dots. Y'all, I'm such a goober. Okay. Clean this off. Y'all, I never clean it off. It's so dirty. I'll have to take it in there and wash it with soapy water. But anyway, so I got this, okay? So now I want my stuff on there, and I got to put this pig on there, okay? Well, I want it to stand up. I've got coffee all over that. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to get a pen. And I'm going to draw around this oval, okay? But when I draw around this oval is too big for my pig, right? Just a little bit. So, what I'm going to do, if y'all hear background noise, my grandkids are here. And they're rambunctious. Let me see. What's farmhousey? Y'all got a ton of these scissors right here, but I think I'm going to use these. We'll see how this goes. I may have to scrap it and figure something else out, but we're going to see, okay? Now I'm going to go inside the circle. Now the trick with these old scissors, you got to go right where your marks are, okay? And then you're going to have to continue to cut, but you got to line up your marks every time you go around. This is why people went to dyes, I'm sure. Because this is so, you know, it's tedious. I'll tell you, it's tedious, but it's cute. And you don't got to worry about all those dyes and punches and all that. You just, decorative scissors. I'm old, so I guess that's why. I just hope that I match up when I get to the end, or it's going to look funny. Pretty much got it. Pretty much got it. It's still pretty big. Let me see. That's going to be a big pig. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. I don't care. It looks good going off because, you know, what is it? Mixed media, right? So I am going to take these stickers that I got. I just got these. I ordered them from Whatnot, and I can't remember who I ordered them from. I'm so sorry. But they're $49 in Market, and they're these little screws. So I thought it would be cute to put these screws on the corners as if we screwed this thing in here. And these are just stickers. So let me get my tweezers here. Oh, I got something on my tweezers. Oh, glue. From my last project I was doing. Alright, so I'm going to take these stickers. Lord willing, I'm going to take these stickers. Holy socks. And I'm going to put them right in the corners. like it's holding my pocket on, right? Cute. I'm going to put it on all 4 corners. Once you get the hang of it, it ain't bad when you're peeling this off. These are just like little pop dot looking things. Don't that look better, y'all? I know, it sure does. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, we'll put those back in a minute. Now, this is so bare. So I don't know. I know I want to put this. Go Hog Wild. And I wrote that. I got coffee on it. And I'm going to take my, not walnut, where'd that vintage photo go? And I'm going to distress around my tag here. Because it just looks better, y'all. Just looks better. Go Hog Wild. And then Piggy will be there. And then I got It's Your Birthday, but it doesn't match. So I cut out a tag here. And I'm going to ink it. And I'm going to put it down here. And then I'm going to ink this. Because it's stark white. None of this is stark white. Let me just... Yeah, that looks a lot better. And it's got a piece of foam on it. It's not real sticky anymore. So I need another piece of foam for here. So let me go grab one. Okay, so all I'm going to do is cut this little pig out. This is a rub-on transfer, and I'm hoping that it does not tear up my paper, because sometimes they're really, really sticky. Like, you can't even imagine. This one's pretty sticky. We'll see. I didn't do nothing to it, and let's try to center up this piggy. Is it going to be perfect? Well, kinda, yeah. Yeehaw. Let's rub it down a little bit. Now let's try to peel this back. This is the test right here. Is it gonna rip, or is it gonna stay? Is it gonna stay, rip my paper, or leave it? Oops, got a little tear. Gotta go slow, slow. Little tear right over the, but you can't tell. Woo! All right. That was scary. Oh. I can't get it off my finger, y'all. It's okay. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, yes, I think I will. What do y'all... No, I won't. I know. It's a little too much. I know. Oh, no. So... You know what? Maybe I'll take the things off, because I don't know if I want it sticking up. Yeah, I do want it sticking up, and I want my pig sticking up. Oh yeah, that's cute. Let me get some more pop dots. I like it. So I put the sticky on there, and then I have this thin one. I don't know where I got this. May have got it from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to pop up everything. So I'm going to put this, just cut a piece, and put it on the Go Hog Wild. Oh, my Lanta. That, if I got that from the Dollar Tree, y'all, it is good quality, because that is sticky. No joke. No joke. And I'm just going to pop that on there. And then I'm going to pop this on. And that is sticky. Center it up there. Go Hog Wild. Let's put the little piggy in there. Y'all, I'm trying to get it. Straight. If y'all follow me on my other channel, you know that I'm not straight. Got that straight. It sticks up a little bit. And then we're going to put this down. We're just going to glue this down, because this ain't what's raised here. Okay, so we're just going to put a little line of glue here. And stick this down right here. Well, I didn't think this through. I should have raised my pig up some. But it's okay. Now I'm going to add, well, let me add this glue. Hot glue don't like to stick to paper, y'all. Don't you do it. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. I love it. Now, I have a tag. Let me see if it'll fit. No, it will not. So we're not going to use this tag. Let me find a tag. Okay, y'all, listen. I'm just going to make a tag because it needs to be a little bit wider than this. Just a hair wider. Right? So we'll put this here, and it needs to be about right here. So we're going to make our own tag with this. Okay? So I'm just going to cut this off. Right there. I forgot. I couldn't see it. Alright. Then I'm going to take my tag punch here. Cut my tag ends. Alrighty. Looking good. Let me see if it'll fit. If not, I'll have to shave her down. Oh, it'll fit, but you can't see the Go Hog Wild. So maybe I should go ahead and use this one. No, let's just cut it off. We'll cut it off. She'll see her thing sticking there. Because this is what we're going to write our note on. Y'all know what I mean? This is what the note's going to be on. So that should be good. Put them back down there. Sorry, y'all. My grandson's in here aggravating me. He's nosy. He has to get in everything. Everything. Say hi, Nosy.
Hi.
He just wants to be noticed. And that is all. So I'm going to take this paper. And I'm going to put this paper down one side. I like this side better. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take... let me use my glue stick. This is a Scotch permanent glue stick, and it's my big one. I got a little one. I love these glue sticks. I also love Aleene's Industrial that I get at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. I love it too. But I'm just going to go and I'm going to glue on my paper here. I don't care if it gets glue everywhere. And then I'm going to stick my tag down. Now it has to go right along the edge where those dots are. I wanted the dots showing. Let's pull this over just a hair. Alright, there we go. Now, that didn't take down there, so that's okay. Glue it back down. Glue it back down. I probably missed, knowing my hee-hawing self. Missed it totally, altogether. I don't know where my glue stick goes. So now I'm simply just going to cut around this tag, y'all. That's it. This is easy peasy right here. Just cutting around the tag. Okay, so I'm going to burnish this down after I cut it out. Make sure all the glue is smushed out the edges. Now I'm not gonna do anything to this side. Yes, I am. I'm going to put paper on the other side. Okay, I got it stuck down on both sides, okay? And I'm going to take my sandpaper and I'm going to go around the edges and just make sure that all the paper is off and give it a little scruffiness. Boy, howdy. And this is just going to allow for, I think it allows for me to get a better, I know that's annoying, isn't it? Ugh, I know. But when I do that, y'all, what I was trying to tell you, when I do that, it makes a better thing to where I can, when I ink it, my vintage photo here, when I ink it, it's going to look better, right? Because it gives it that, you're covering up that white then, and it gives it something to hold on to. So, yeah. That is so funny. Go hog wild, it's your birthday. That's why I had to do the pig, because I had the hog wild thing, and it just made sense, y'all. It just made sense. That is it. Just made sense. Alright. So I'm going to take, and this is going to be her birthday message, right? That you can't see. So I'm going to take a punch. Let me see. I want one of these big brads right here, the fat ones, because I think that is I think they're gorgeous. I ordered these a while back and haven't used them as of yet. So it's this one right here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think that'll be too big. So I'm going to go in my card, trying to get the middle. You got to go down further because it's a big dot, right? And I'm off center. Imagine that. Let me scoot over just a little. Y'all, don't judge me. I am not perfect. I should have measured in that aspect right there. We're going to go over just a smidge. There we go. Just got to make sure it's over here. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to smush it. And I don't know if this is really going to smush because this is a big old thing right here. Which way do I got to go? Y'all. Where she goes, she goes. I got it. Now y'all know I have to hammer. I have to hammer it down. That's just how I roll because there's sharp edges and I don't like that. So to keep from there being sharp edges, I am going to take my hot glue and just go around it just a little bit. Now y'all do not have to do this by no means. And I'm going to push it down in there. And that's going to put like a seal over that so nobody gets cut. Okay, we need a tag. And this matches my little piggy, but it's really, really too wide. And I don't like that width. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it like this. And I am going to cut it. Alright, so we have, this is the bigger piece. So we have half of a piece, and that looks a lot better. But we got to fray this edge like we frayed the other edge, but that's no big deal because you just take your Cricut tool, your pink tool, whatever tool you got. I love these pink tools from Dollar Tree. I don't even know if they have them anymore. I really don't, but you just pull your strings out and fray this just like the other side, and it works just fine. Don't poke yourself because it does not feel good. I'm telling you. Alright, I'm not going to pull those out, I don't think. Let me grab it from here and pull. If you pull too much, you'll have one side too raggy and the other side not so raggy. So it's just not. But that looks good right there. You take this and you push it through and you grab it with your tweezers. So I'm going to loop this, bring this in this loop right here, and then grab these and pull them through. And that is going to be my tag. Now, you could have used longer or fatter, but I wanted to be able to see my pig, right? Right. So I'm cutting them at an angle, and then I'm going to fray them out, and look, it's so cute. Now I can write my birthday thought down in there, okay? And it goes right down in there. Now, I might raise this up just a piece. I will glue it back down, I promise. I will glue it back down. Let me get this glue. I'm going to go up a little bit because it's interfering with my tag. And it was crooked. There we go. Now let me put my tag in. And y'all, if I have to cut my tag, I can cut my tag down. All you gotta do is re-ink the edges. Oh, isn't it cute? I love, love, love it. These are the cutest little cards. And they're simple. They're very simple. There's your message goes in there. You can attach a gift card back here if you want to. That's up to you. But yeah. Go hog wild. It's your birthday. Isn't that cute? I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, y'all. It is done. And I done an envelope. Okay. I'm wobbling. My mic's falling off my camera. Hold on one second. Okay. It's hard to do this when you have to hold the camera with one hand, but ain't that cute? Go hog wild, because it's your birthday. Y'all, I had to add some stickers to this. I have a sticker book. Let me get it. Let me show you. Sorry. This is from Hobby Lobby. I get them when they're on sale. They're on sale this week. By the way, I'm going back to Hobby Lobby. We have a new one in a town nearby, and I'm so excited. So I'm taking a friend that works at another Hobby Lobby to see that Hobby Lobby, and this stuff's on sale. So yeah. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble. But anyway, so there's the card. I had a little, add a little something to it. And then, of course, I used my butterflies. They're almost gone now, but I found these at Dollar Tree, and they're nail art. Don't skip out on stuff, y'all. So anyway, there's that. And then I made an envelope. I just grunged it up and added a little sticker. Okay. And then put my dots on there. And then there's my signature on the back of the card. I am so excited. I hope she likes it. Y'all tell me what you think. And until next time, remember, you are a blessing. Goodbye.